Sorry for the late video, guys, because I literally was asleep this whole time. I mean, there's so much happening, and it's very overwhelming at times. But check this out. Tomorrow is a very important date because it's the FOMC meeting, guys. May 2nd to the 3rd, right? So tomorrow they're going to announce what's really happening with the interest rates. They're probably going to pause it. Why? It's beginning, guys. It began in March of 2023, and it's accelerating as we speak. We are literally about to be called legends. This is not a joke. This video is not financial advice as well. Check this out, though. Justin, regional bank stocks are plunging with multiple stocks down 20% in a matter of minutes. PacWest Bancorp now down 29%. Stock halted. Western Alliance Bank now down 25%. Stock halted. Metropolitan Bank now down 24%. Stock halted. Buckle up, guys. It's begun. It has begun. Update. PacWest Bancorp is now down 35% and halted over 5 times already today. The entire regional banking sector, ETF, is at a fresh low and down 7%. Where are the regulators when we need them? Right? People are saying Bitcoin fixes this. No, it doesn't, guys, because XRP truly does. Right? Literally. No. Guys, it's getting so bad that all these bank stocks are going down, right? That it's getting to the point that they're being halted. Why? Because everything's centralized. Not to mention, if you go down here, someone pointed out, and JP Morgan will buy them all. Exactly, guys, right? Because it's for what? It's to control it all, guys. To what? Make everything centralized. To make only a few people hold everything at one point in time, right? Controlled banking system demolition. Exactly. To bring upon what? You guessed it. The CBDCs, right? Now, she mentions that the notion that JP Morgan is likely positioning itself to be the proponent of biometric payments, right? I.e. paying with your face or hand, etc. It's funny because Ripple was partnered with the military, if I'm not mistaken, right, to put a chip, some type of chip in the hand, guys. I'm not quite sure, but and of course, Jamie Dimon recently saying private land should be seized by the government for the purpose of clean energy, right? To make everything, well, guys, controlled. We say this a long time ago. How come people don't understand, guys? Burr, let the money printing start, guys, right? Now, too big to fail. Wall Street, is it truly, right? Because it's not. It's about to head into the iceberg, folks. You guys ready? From BG123, it literally is. Now, oh my, this is absolutely crazy, guys. I can't believe it. Now, breaking United States banking crisis, bank shares plummet. So here's a visual picture right here, so you guys can see. That's getting real bad. I mean, I'm guessing it was worser, right? It got worser. Banks are failing and crypto is green, is full green. Now why? Right? Ask yourself why. Because guys, they need, what happened back in 2008? They collapsed the market, or there was a severe crash, right? And right after that took place in 2008, what came up, guys? Bitcoin 2009, right? Around that same time frame. Why? Because, guys, they perfectly timed it. And they took advantage of that crisis. So the people who were scared of the system and wanted out, they went into Bitcoin. But remember, they're still in the same system. It doesn't matter, right? Bank merger. Wow, there's literally a card, guys, called the bank merger from them. Place an action token on any one bank group or one, two, or more bank groups whose current power adds up to 5 or less. This card may not benefit a group that already has any tokens, or a group which is suffering from any effect that prevents it from getting action tokens. This card may be played at any time. It requires an action from that right there, right? Bank merger, guys. They're literally, all these banks are already merged together. Let's be realistic, right? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Now, shares of major United States regional banks fell further on Tuesday in the aftermath of the collapse of the First Republic Bank and largest United States bank failure since the 2008 bank financial crisis, right? Which we just seen. The regional banking index was down 5.2%, hitting its low since December 2020. Experts warn if a confidence crisis can happen to First Republic, it can happen to any bank in this country, right? The banking system is the last frontier, guys. It's literally the last domino to fall, right? Then the collapse has truly begun. It has already begun back in 2020, guys, right? If not earlier, but it's just starting to accelerate now. Even analysts from Evercore speculate on the implications of JP Morgan being the government's first line of defense in the event of such a crisis. Why? They're going to buy everything up, guys, right? Make it go back to this certain group of people, right? Now they hold multiple banks, right? There will probably be even less banks, guys. It went from 31K banks to 4K banks, and now it's going to be less, guys, right? So the repercussions of our unsustainable greed and reckless money printing have led us to the dire states in which we find ourselves yet again. Things could get much worse if the Fed does not pivot. We're talking about the Fed here soon, guys, right? Let's wait and see. Now, here's the visual charts, guys, about these certain stocks, right? The bank stocks. Look at this. I'm pretty sure it went even lower, right? Because this was tweeted on 10:54 a.m., right? May 2nd. So by design, exactly. While that's all happening, guys, this is crazy. Anthony Welfare from literally the CBDC advisor at Ripple states this. Love the narrative, right? Even he's exposing them, guys, because Jamie Dimon, quote unquote, this part of the crisis is over, right? This is only just the beginning. The beginning is truly the end, right? The end is just the beginning. Check PacWest for the next to fall. Slow motion economic train wreck is happening here and now. Exactly, guys. We're literally about to be what? Legends. This is not a joke, guys. We're literally about to be called legends, right? Because we talked about this, the XRP community, right? The Riddlers, the decoders, all of us, guys, overall the XRP community have been talking about this collapse as imminent, right? More so we, but we're still a part of the community, obviously. So it's crazy because Baba Cooks tweeted this out. Ripple will be the only company with clarity. Isn't it odd? The banking system is collapsing now. Why not 3, 2, 1 years ago, but now, right? You know the rules. Time tells all, guys. Why? Because Ripple and Stellar are the keys to the new world financial system, which will be ushered in as the old system collapses. Perfect timing. It has to be perfect timing, guys, right? Everything they do is literally impeccable, right? Nothing they do is by coincidence. Why? So the game plan is quite clear. That the banking system was about to go down, guys, but Ripple and Stellar, XRP and XLM will be the keys to the new financial system, will be the savior, right? Will be their solution to the problem. And the people's reaction will be smiling, happy, right? That they got a new solution. Now, not to mention, Ross Vandermeer is, right, again, another Riddler in the community, or used to be, right? It started out west and will end east. Silicon Valley Bank, 2. First Republic Bank, and 3rd Signature Bank. The East is next. Buckle up, guys. Right, Deutsche Bank. Come on, guys. It's time. It truly is time. I can't believe it. This is incredibly strange, right? Every regional bank stock is down today. Regional bank stocks have been halted 30 plus times since the open. Wow. Multiple regional bank stocks are down 30 plus %. Yet no comment from the FDIC and no headlines in the media. Exactly. We're guys. No one else is talking about this. What's happening? Why are they ignoring the crisis, guys, right? Isn't it interesting, guys? Maybe because they don't want to, the FDIC doesn't want to make everyone panic, right? Because they want you to go down with the ship, guys, right? This is literally the bingo card. Literally everything will go down, guys. Come on. At one point in time, it truly will. The 3 banks that have collapsed in the last few weeks had more in assets than all the banks that collapsed in the 2008 financial crisis combined, even after adjusting for inflation. What? But the White House says the United States banking system is fine, guys. It's not. They want you to think it is because they want you to go down with the Titanic, right? They want you to get poor when the collapse hit. Because they're going to rug pull everyone when everyone's asleep, guys. Some people will be awake, right? The people who are in the know. To look at the crisis that they have created, right? It's all entertainment for them as well, guys, right? So it's this is crazy to me. Now, on the other hand, lawmakers urge Fed Powell to halt interest rate hikes, guys. What's happening tomorrow, right? With the FOMC meeting. Tomorrow's a very important day because it's all about the interest rate hikes, guys, right? Now, it's so, oh my, I can't believe it, guys. Now, listen to this. So, everyone's calling. A lot of these people in power, in quote power, are calling for the Fed to halt interest rate hikes. If they pause it tomorrow, guys, it's going to be incredibly bullish for cryptocurrencies and the stock market for risky assets, guys, right? Why? Because the Fed has now pivoted 100%, right? And then they're going to pause for some time, probably even cut, guys, right, later on, which means we're literally going to pump and never stop before the collapse happens, obviously, right? The Fed right now, the Fed is trapped. There are no good choices. Why? Soaring inflation, first banking crisis with more banks failing. Which way should they go, guys? Right? Exactly. No rate hike, soaring inflation, or 25 basis point rate hike, banking crisis, guys. So which one will it be, right? If they pause it, inflation will go back up, guys. We told you, hyperinflation is probably incoming. Not to mention though, but if they raise the interest rates by 25%, guys, it's going to put more pressure on the banks, but the banks are already having a lot of pressure on them, guys. What's about to happen, right? I can't believe my eyes that we're living at this time, right? Going through these major events. We're living in unprecedented times, uncharted waters, guys, right? Justin, former president of Dallas Fed, says we are only in the early stages of the banking crisis. It may be worse, and it may be more serious than we understand. Calls for pause to tomorrow's rate hikes. Exactly, guys. It's time. The collapse is here. Check this out.
I think we're in the early stages, not the late stages of
the early stages, meaning
this banking situation.
Because the collapse is going to be the ending stage, guys. Literally, the financial collapse is imminent. The implosion.
I think there's been a pretty significant change for the prospects of small and mid-sized banks. They provide most of the lending to small and mid-sized businesses in the United States. And we've just seen the first phase of this, which is asset liability mismatch, which is sort of the most obvious issue. But the credit issues are about to start. I would prefer to do what's called a hawkish pause, not raise, but signal that we're in a tightening stance, because I actually think the banking situation may well be more serious than we currently understand, and I'd like to turn over a few more cards rather than regret not doing that 3 months from now.
Come on, guys, let us pump and never stop. Let Bitcoin go. Let XRP rise like never before. Then the collapse will take place. We will truly be called ledgers by 2025, guys. Not financial advice. I can't believe it. We are literally in the greatest transfer of generational wealth, basically, right? If the rich doesn't know if the rich are holding their money into stocks and cryptos, guys, they will go broke if they don't cash out before the collapse hits. That's all I'm going to say. Billionaires will probably turn into millionaires, but the poor will probably turn into the rich, right? Because we obviously know what's upcoming, guys, right? I'm going to sell every asset except XRP, only if XRP is at a high price, which I don't know if it will be, guys, but I'm going to sell every other asset that I own before the collapse. Then I'm going to hold XRP if it's at a low price and weather the storm and wait for the new financial system to go live, to go up and running, and then that's it, right? That's my game plan. I may even buy a little bit of gold and silver physically before physical gold and silver before the collapse as well. We'll wait and see. United States regional bank stocks today, as you guys can see. The worst part, just yesterday, Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan said the banking crisis was over after JP Morgan acquired First Republic. A crisis that could have ended a week is now going on for 2 months. The system is broken, guys, right? Things are not looking good at all because it's time. It truly is time, guys. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. HSBC CEO, we do not believe there's a global banking crisis on the horizon, which means there literally is. If you guys don't see it by now, then I don't know what to tell you. The strangest part about the regional banking crisis is that most people have no clue it's happening. 3 of the largest bank failures in history just occurred and it's barely making headlines. People are so bogged down by the inflation that nothing else matters. By inflation that nothing else matters. Inflation has just become a distraction. Exactly, right? They don't want you to get rich and wealthy, guys, right? This is why there are distraction mechanisms, right? Sports, different other things, guys, right? Throughout that's happening in the world as we speak. They don't want you to keep your eye on the prize, but this isn't financial advice, guys. Not financial advice and not financial advice. It seems like we're heading towards the climax here. It's about to accelerate until the flip of the switch occurs at one point in time, guys. Not financial advice, not financial advice, and not financial advice. The flip of the switch will happen at one point in time. Not financial advice, not financial advice, and not financial advice. What is that? So, guys, see ya.